How's it going, Zach? I'm sure you guys have dived into EIU preparation. Just what are you seeing on film from what might be the biggest problem you guys are going to have to stop on Saturday?
Uh, Really the read option because that's mainly kind of what they do. Read option, the sweeps, power, you know, maybe even a double pass with just being aware of everything right now.
Zacch, you mentioned the read option as an interior defensive lineman. I know what the edge guys are supposed to be doing. What's your responsibility and what a read option is for them?
Well, for me, it's kind of easy for me because I can rip around wherever the play is going. That way, I don't have to really just sit there in the gap. If I see the quarterback roll out, I can roll out with him to help out.
Zach, all preseason, we've talked about just the excitement that the defensive line has with just the amount of talent that you guys have as a unit. How have you guys grown this preseason heading into this first game of the year?
Really, we've grown a lot, more than a few years. We're working more together, not just like D ends work together, the Bucks work together. No, we like all coming together, like what you got, what you doing, and we just helping each other out from here and there.
I guess the defensive line in generating a pass rush can do a lot to help out a secondary with that group being young, being new. Do y'all take a little bit of burden on yourself to be able to create a little bit, especially as those guys kind of get their feet wet?
We really try to look at it as a challenge, for us to help those guys out. If they cover long, it help us in the long run to get the sack, or vice versa. Then tip a pass, maybe one of the linebackers or the DBs or safeties come up and catch it.
Zach, how much forcing turnovers can be taught in practice, and how much of it just relies on coming from being in the right spot at the right time and during a game?
That's really what it is. It's just being at the right spot at the right time. We coach it, but it's starting to show in practice a little bit. So hopefully it transitions to the games.
Zach, you've obviously been this guy in high school, and you've played with a lot of really good defensive linemen in your time at Carolina. Just to be one of those guys now that, maybe defense or, opposing offenses are circling on the depth chart and being, we got to watch out for this guy. What's that like this year maybe versus last year, the year before? And what's it like maybe being in a little bit of a different role?
It's really an honor. I sat back, I watched all the greats in front of me. I took that as a little challenge for myself to learn, to really to get myself prepared for now. And I want to thank all those guys that was ahead of me that taught me like what to do when I got here.
Are there any guys that you feel like you really learned from or like really took stuff from?
Right now, it was Ken Law, Kobe, KT, all the boys, really.